Hey, what's up guys? How you doing? It is Nasty here. Welcome to a nice long episode of The Road to Glory. Hope you're having a lovely day. This is episode number 22, I do believe, and it's going to be a jam-packed one once again. If you do me a favour right at the start here and smash that like button, that would be amazing. Let's try and get over 1,500 on today's video. And of course, don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you're new. So, Tolisso, I pick him up. Why am I picking Tolisso up? Well, it's because I need a Frenchman to link to this guy, Alessandrini in form. Because taking a look at the stats, I genuinely didn't expect this guy to be 20k. He looks absolutely phenomenal, and I'm looking forward to trying him out today, alongside a couple more of my lone players. Shuffled the team around a little bit, playing a couple of different players and whatnot, getting the old Bundesliga guys back in there again, obviously, to link to both France and to, what is it? No, I needed the chem to the goalkeeper from the La Liga, and then I needed the German centre-backs to link up to the right centre mid in Tolisso. So that's what I've done. But take a look at these in-game stats of Alessandrini. He actually looks so unbelievably good. I cannot believe I paid 22,000 coins for him in the right forward position. So, we're also going to be testing out loans of Marcelo and Lacazette today. Once again, I told you guys, I've got loans, I'm going to use them, and I'm going to try and make the most out of them. Every now and again, it's going to allow me to put a different team together where I don't have to buy like one or two players. I can just put an elite loan in there for a few games, and it's going to be interesting. So, we'll get onto that in a little bit. Time to complete a couple of SBCs, however, to get some packets and see what we can get today. So, I reckon I spent about 20k on these players, and I had Naby Keita. So this is quite an expensive SBC for an untradeable player. But I feel like we're cash rich right now because obviously we've made a lot of money on bronze pack method and stuff like that. So definitely happy to get myself an ultimate scream. More than anything, like it gives me a thumbnail for the video and it gets me a new like zombie walkout. Like, I'm definitely down for that. And I think most of them are all over 20k what it costs to get anyway. So like, I'm game. So I also managed to get marquee matchups done by buying like a couple of players. I really did have pretty much, I'd say 90% of everything that I needed for marquee matchups today. So I was really happy with that. It may not be the cheapest routes out there because it's the cheapest for me. It costs 2k. Tell me a way to get everyone for marquee matchups for 2k. That's what I'm talking about. Use stuff that's in your club rather than, if you're willing to give it up, don't for example use a Lacazette if you need a Frenchman. Sell him and buy other cheaper players. But you guys know what I mean. The bronze players, the players that you get from other SBCs and stuff, just use them. It seems to be the most worthwhile thing to do. I also got like a 2-player pack, which wasn't a good one. I don't end up getting anything really. But I got that for completing one of the daily objectives or weekly objectives. Not too sure which one it was. But those 2 players can sit into the club. And then I'm going to go for the Electrum Players pack next. What are we going to get? Well, no flares, so it's not going to even be rare. I hate Electrum packs, unless they're the premium ones. We'll take Danny Drinkwater along the way. He's probably going to be worth 1,000, 2,000, depending on what SBC comes out. And we do get Nolito in that one, who I think sold for over 2,000 coins. Because, of course, he is a Sevilla player, one of the players you need for the marquee matchups. No light bar again, no billboards, but this next pack does contain a right back from Man City. What we needed to see there was Brazil, Man City, but informed Gabriel Jesus. Because when I was doing this, it was Tuesday. Like I'm a few days ahead of recording, actually, at the moment. So when I was recording this, he was still in packs. And obviously, we have a new team of the week as you're watching. So that pack again, not too great. I've got the 3 good ones left here now. Hoping to at least get a billboard pack of some description at some point. This was the pack that on my main account, I packed an icon in marquee matchups. If you haven't seen that already, I'll leave a link in the top right corner. The other day, I literally packed an icon from friggin' marquee matchups. Like, what? That has never, ever happened before. To me, anyway. It probably has happened to you guys. But, yeah, absolutely nuts. Definitely my best pack, or my best free pack so far this year. Prime Players pack next, then we do finally get the lights, so we've got the drop down. Who's it going to be? It's the Egyptian flag, right wing, of course, Liverpool. It is going to be Mohamed Salah, who actually has come down to just over 10,000 coins at this point in the game. That's weird to me. I thought he was probably going to stay as one of the higher, more expensive players for a while, but we also get Toprak, Klein, Rafinha. I think I could probably still sell Altidore for a little bit, unless that SBC has expired, which it probably has by the time you're watching. But this is my ultimate scream. We get German, CDM. Bayer Leverkusen. Fortunately, it is the good Bender. It's the 83 rated one. So I actually think he looks pretty good. And obviously he comes walking out, doing his thing. He's an alright looking player. Like he'll be fine. If I ever build another Bundesliga side, or if I need the odd German link here or there, that's someone that for the rest of this FIFA, I've got an untradeable ultimate scream, which every now and again is going to boost. And I haven't seen what he's going to go up to. Pretty sure it's like 87 with some really cool stats, so hopefully he'll be usable, and if he is, when that boost comes, maybe I'll build a team around him so that we can get the most out of him. But for now, it is time to use this particular squad. Really looking forward to it. Obviously, it's just, you know what I do when I'm building squads. I'll try and bring in a couple of new players just to switch it up, but then use the majority of the good stuff that we've got. So obviously having that lone Marcelo meant that I could switch Varane and Modric from right-sided players over to the left. And it just freed up that whole team, obviously, all just to get Kem around Alessandrini. So we actually come up against the Bender brothers, both Ultimate Screen versions in this first game. A nice strong Bundesliga side from my opponent. And I switched to this in-game, like, it's pretty normal, but I wanted to play Alessandrini left striker. He's obviously left-footed, but he does have a 4-star weak foot. And I guess we get kind of lucky there. Like, Baumann nearly actually gets to that one and saves it. But we go 1-0 up. There was some sloppy defending and silly passes out there, which just led to me receiving the ball, and Alessandrini gets his first goal for the club. He actually looks really cool. If you've got like dark socks and stuff, he has got fully blackout boots by the looks of it, and for some reason, to me, that just looks super cool. So you definitely know when you're on the ball with Alessandrini, because a lot of other players have got colourful boots, and he's got completely blackout. So I fast forward it, and I bet you thought that my opponent was going to get a kickoff goal. Well, not quite. I mean, he gets the goal right here with the penalty, but I give away a penalty with Marcelo. Sloppy timing, not good. First impressions of the Brazilian haven't been great. Like, he seems a bit slow. Yeah, I'm sure once he gets a team of the year, it's going to be absolutely outstanding with loads of pace and stuff. Oh, by the way, the fast forward happened, so as you know, I've managed to score another kickoff goal. When they get patched, I'm going to struggle to score against opponents. For some reason, that is one of the key times that I score goals. Obviously, it happens to me a lot as well, but it just so happens the last couple of videos, it looks like I completely abuse it. But if you know that you can score goals quite easily from the kickoffs, then you obviously need to take advantage of that. That wasn't from a kickoff, however. That was just beautiful play, and we get another goal with Alessandrini. This Frenchman giving me good positive vibes on this first particular game of his. I'm hoping that he's gonna keep flying for us and doing the business, because for 20k, like I've never got to let him go. I can keep him forever if I want. That's nothing to hold on to a player like. He gets his hat-trick in the first half. Really, really impressed. You can see the pause has been queued by my opponent. There's only so much of that left foot that people can take with this Frenchman, and obviously he decides to rage quit and end the torment that was from the French guy. Moving on in to game number 2 then. We moved it up around in this daily knockout tournament, obviously trying to qualify for the weekend league. We come up against a strong-looking Prem team, or an average-looking Prem team, I guess. Did you guys watch the 3-tier squad builder the other day with the Premier League? I will leave a link to that in the top right corner as well. Just plugging away all of my videos today. I hope you guys go and watch them and chill out on your half term and whatnot. But I go 1-0 down in this game. And to be fair, it was like a solid goal. I have no idea how my keeper doesn't save a shot from Sterling at that angle, though, on the volley. That's odd. But I started this game much better than my opponent. I shouldn't have let that goal in. So I felt pretty confident still that I was going to get back in the game. Weiser back to Alessandrini. He just turns the defender. And that's a lovely, he opens his body up, dips a shoulder, and then just finesses it round the keeper, but underneath him as well. Lovely, lovely goal. I mean, so far this guy is just doing the business. 4 goals already in well, 60 minutes worth of play because the guy rage quit in the first game. So he's doing stuff right off the bat. Alessandrini to Lacazette, Modric back to the Frenchman, back to another Frenchman in Martial, to another Frenchman in Lacazette. And that has got to be some of the funnest, sweatiest, disgustingest, not even the wordest, like, lovely little goal that was. I mean, the passing play was great. I think I deserved to just do the little bit of sweaty at the end to make sure that goal goes in. Could have shot with Lacazette, but why would you not? You know, I was 1-1 at the time. I need to go ahead before half-time and whatnot. So that is what we do. And as you can see, the only shot my opponent had was the goal that he scored. Alessandrini then heel clicks and then just unleashes the Kraken. And that's just a lovely, lovely goal. It took me until the 80th minute to get that, though. It was quite a hard-fought second half. But, I mean, when that's the difference between the two teams, that's just a stunner. Absolute stunner of a goal. Loads of power behind that. Loads of accuracy. And I love a left-footed shot from outside the box. They just seem to work really well. And so do right-footed shots, to be fair, because Lacazette goes ahead and scores that. A really nice way to top this game off. In the end, we finally did break him down a bit more in that second half to get the 2 goals, to get like a 3-goal cushion to solidify the win and get through to the semi-final. Yeah, it's just a finesse shot from outside the box, and it looks nice because it goes in off the post. And that's all she wrote for that one. So I believe 4-1 is this. Was that the score in the first game before the guy quit as well? So we've had 2 4-1s. We now need to move on and do get another 4-1 in this game. But as you can see, 2 games played, 5 goals scored for Roman Alessandrini. Martial's on nearly a century of goals and assists. The guy's crazy. And then 2 games, 2 goals, 2 assists for Lacazette. That front three has been doing the business so far. I then come up against this team, which is a nice little hybrid, although there's a few players that are sort of off-chem there. I think Quaresma and Renato Sanchez are both off-chemistry in that particular team. I get a corner within the first few minutes of the game. Modric then just runs it into the box, not seeing a tackle coming at me, and Alessandrini is there to just tap that one underneath the goalkeeper for that one to go into the back of the net, for me to go 1-0 up right at the start of the game. And breathe, Lasty. He's got really good, like, face on the game. They've worked on his face. Is he one of LA Galaxy, one of the teams? They might be one of the teams that EA work with and stuff. I'm pretty sure they are, because he's definitely got a proper face on this game. That goal looks pretty familiar to the previous game, doesn't it? This time we go with the Berber spin to get space instead of the heel click, but another powerful like pile driver from the Frenchman to absolutely blast that one in. Just take a little look at the keeper though, just sort of not even going for it, diving the wrong way and stuff. I don't care, it's gone in, I'm 2-0 up. Lacazette then plays the ball through to Luka Modric. I spot Alessandrini, who goes for that open body, hits the post, but Lacazette's there, of course. He is a fox in the box to stick that one into the back of the net. We go 3-0 up. It's just before half-time. I'm pretty sure we're on our way to the final here in the daily knockout tournament. Of course, the first few rounds of the DKT don't seem to be seeded, so you can just literally come up against anyone. Sometimes they are players in the semi-final. Sometimes they're just players in the first round that haven't got a clue how to play FIFA. We've had a pretty solid run. I wouldn't say my opponents have been bad. I'm just saying we've been playing really good here today. He starts off well in the second half, but then I go ahead and just do that to him and just end his career. That's just a beautiful goal again. Like we get one opportunity in the 57th minute, and to take it like that, he ran the keeper out about 3 steps, and I just decided to chip it. And a lot of the time that'll go wide or straight into the keeper's hands or over. But that time it couldn't have been more perfect, and we go 4-0 up in this particular game. You're seeing the fast forwards. What's going to happen here? João Mario is going to get through and score a really nice goal, to be fair. Kick-off goal, though, I've done it enough in today's episode, so I'm pretty sure that it was bound to happen to me at some point. Quaresma then plays it through to Fekir, who gets another goal. His team gets another goal. That's the first goal of the game for Fekir, who I managed to keep quiet for a lot of time in this game, but as you can see, the guy's on all-out attack because his Michael Keane is up there as well, and he pushes through and scores a 3rd goal with Lemar with like 15 minutes of the game left. And I'm now only 1 goal ahead, and I was 4 ahead. I don't know what's going on. My shots start to go wide. I'm starting to get nervous that oh God, he's going to get back in this game. Like, my luck has turned. That didn't go in from Martial. But then we get like 3-on-1 right here, and I'm just passing the ball around, trying to figure out which way to go. I burst past him with Lacazette, hit him with the Berber spin, and then there's only one place that ball is going to go, and that is firing into the back of the net with a low-driven finesse shot past the goalkeeper to that far post. So we restore like a 2-goal lead, and I'm pretty sure I'd wrap the game up at that point, but he still had time. Fekir with some strength, Bakayoko being a bit sloppy, and then Michael Keane scoring that low-driven. I think it probably came off about 2 players there, but it doesn't matter. Like, it was the 90th minute. I literally kicked off, passed it back to my centre-back, and he blew the final whistle, and we're into the final. So we've got further than we did in the last episode, where actually I came up against someone really solid in the semis and lost. This is my main chance now to get to win the daily knockout tournament and get a pack and 1,500 coins and, of course, qualification into the weekend league. I come up against a strong-looking Prem team. He had a front three of Martial, Son, and Gabriel Jesus, which is just like, oh, no, please no. I go 1-0 down, but you saw the fast forward, so obviously I'm about to hit my opponent with a little kickoff goal, which I do there with Martial. I think that took a couple of minutes, actually. I don't think that one was directly from kickoff, but it's still within the first play of the game, so I'm pretty sure. It just seems to be player positions that are off. Maybe they need to be sorted in a little patch, or just like a little soft refresh or whatever EA do every now and again. I get a bit unlucky, I think, with some movement of my players there, and I end up going 2-1 down, but you see the fast forwards again. Martial works his way into the box, get past a couple of defenders, hit the post, very unfortunate, but very fortunately, Lacazette's there just to tap that one home. He's just in the right place at the right time. That's what you get with a high-rated attacker like that, someone that will have good positioning, and obviously his finishing ability is so good. That was a really difficult shot. No, it wasn't. He's just a tap in. Like, obviously he's going to score that. But I kept getting hit on the counter by this guy, and he was playing very defensive. I think he was on Ultra D or something, which is fine. Like, some people do that. I don't think he was on Park the Bus, so I wouldn't necessarily... I would slate him if he was on Park the Bus, because there's just no need to be. We were having a good game. But I think he was just on ultra defensive, which made it more difficult for me to break down. And I felt like my team was pushing towards him, leaving massive gaps in my defence. And that was how he was breaking me down. I end up going 4-2 down in this game. Get a bit lucky here with Lacazette. Managed to pass it back to Martial. First time, back of the net. Alessandrini gets another goal for the club in his 4th game. I'm pretty sure that's like his 8th goal for the club. So 2 goals a game on average is very, very impressive. You honestly need to go and buy this player right now and test him out. I don't think he's going to go up that much in price just because of the league that he's in. And then I get hit with my own kickoff goal right here. Another slice of bad luck. But of course, karma is a bitch, and I just got served it. I should have blocked that tackle. For some reason, the game just didn't, and obviously it was going to end up going in the back of the net for my opponent. A couple of attempts late on in the game sort of solidified that this wasn't going to quite be my game. A little bit wide of the post, like right here. That's a volley. That's a goal if that's Lacazette. Unfortunately, it's Martial, and he hasn't quite got the technique to volley that one home, which is unfortunate because that could have got us back in the game. But GG's to my opponent, he did well there, and it's another final that we've managed to lose here in the Daily Knockout Tournament, which is unfortunate. It sucks as well. You go all that way, you go all 4 games, and then you lose kind of close to the end. It's because the final seeded that you're coming up against someone that's in the final, and yeah, obviously a lot of the time they're pretty good. We've made huge profits once again from marquee matchups. I started this episode on 202,000 coins, bought everything I needed for marquee matchups, bought everything I needed for the Ultimate Scream, and then I'm ending on like 200k, and I've still got Salah to sell and a few more bronzes from the Swiss League and stuff. So I'm definitely in the money from this one. And I've got Bender sitting in the club as well as all of the players that we got from marquee matchups as well. So we've done well. We've got a new load of consumables and stuff. I think today has been a very profitable episode with a rather unfortunate end. But if there's one thing to be said, it is that in-form Alessandrini is the truth. Absolutely rock solid player that will win you matches. Unfortunately, didn't do that for us in the final, but I think he's a great player. Let me know, guys, if you're going to use that player in this game. Pick him up, about 20k. Maybe he'll go up a little bit because of this video, but I'm sure he'll drop very soon. Smash a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe if you're new. Most importantly, have a great day, and I'll catch you next time. Peace.